There once was a young man named Simon. He sat on the old stone steps of his village every morning, his chin resting on his hands, staring at a world that felt too small for his dreams. He watched seeds drift away in the breeze, and he thought, one day, I will go far. One day, everyone will know my name. It was a quiet village, simple homes, simple lives. But Simon had never felt simple. One morning, Simon stood at the edge of his village and felt something electric inside him. Today was different. Today, he was going to change everything. He walked straight to the village market and spread his arms wide. Listen, everyone, he shouted. I am going to become the greatest craftsman this village has ever seen. I will build things no one has ever imagined. The crowd clapped. They smiled. Simon felt unstoppable. They believed in him. And for a moment, so did he. But the next morning, Simon woke up and stared at the ceiling. The excitement was gone. He didn't know where to start. He didn't know how to start. A few weeks later, he tried again. Another announcement, this time to a smaller crowd. I am going to master pottery, he declared. But again, nothing followed. Simon sat alone on the worn stone steps, staring at his empty hands. He had told everyone. He had told himself. But nothing had been built. Nothing had been made. Just words. Just air. One quiet evening, Simon sat beside the old stone well at the edge of the village. His head was heavy, his heart heavier. That's when an old man appeared on the path. He walked slowly, with quiet dignity. Simon had seen him before. The village elder. A man of few words. The elder sat beside Simon and said nothing for a long moment. Then, in a voice as calm as still water, he asked, Tell me, Simon, what have you planted? Simon looked down. I've told everyone about my plans, he said quietly. I announced everything I wanted to do, but somehow, nothing happened. The elder nodded slowly, as if he already knew. The elder reached into the folds of his robe and held out his open hand. In his palm, 2 tiny seeds. Take one, he said. Hold it in your hand. Tell everyone about it. Show them what it will become. Describe the tree, the fruit, the shade. Then, leave it on a rock in the sun. Simon frowned. And the other seed? He asked. Plant it in the ground, said the elder. Tell no one. Water it every day, quietly, without announcement. Simon knelt in the garden soil and pressed the small seed gently into the earth. The elder spoke to anyone who would listen. Not about what he planned to do, but about what seeds need to survive. Patience, darkness, time, silence. The seed left on the rock never grew. It dried. It cracked. A bird took it away. It never had a chance. But the one in the ground, the elder tended it every morning, quietly, without a word to anyone. And slowly, a tiny green shoot pushed through the earth. The seed that was shown off was gone. The seed that was protected, in silence, was alive. Do you see? Said the elder, kneeling beside the tiny plant. When you announce a dream before it has roots, the world's attention becomes the sun on the rock. It feels warm, but it burns. Simon felt something shift deep inside him. Every announcement he had made, every crowd he had gathered, he had been leaving his seeds on the rock, every single time. The work itself is the announcement, said the elder. The tree does not tell you it is growing. You see it one day, and it is simply there, tall, strong, undeniable. That is the only announcement that matters. The elder placed his hand gently on Simon's shoulder. Plant your seed, Simon, he said softly, and let it grow in the dark. Simon walked home that evening in complete silence. No announcements, no declarations, just a quiet decision made somewhere deep inside. He found an old set of woodworking tools in his home, and every night, under the warm glow of a lamp, he worked. No one watched. No one knew. He told no one. He sanded. He shaped. He made mistakes. He fixed them. He made more mistakes. He fixed those too. Night after night. Quietly. Alone. And one morning, Simon sat down in a beautifully finished wooden chair. He had built it himself, with his own hands, with weeks of quiet work. He smiled, not for anyone else, just for himself. A neighbour passed by and stopped. "Simon, did you make this?" He nodded quietly. The neighbour ran a hand along the smooth wood. "This is beautiful," he whispered. In the months that followed, Simon's workshop filled with chairs, shelves, tables, stools. People came from other villages, not because Simon had announced anything, but because the work spoke for itself. A dream protected by silence is a seed in the ground. A dream announced too early is a seed on the rock. One grows. One burns. The most powerful thing you can do with a dream you truly believe in is to say nothing and work in silence every single day, because the world doesn't remember what you said you would do. It only remembers what you built. Plant your seed. Let it grow in the dark, in silence, and one day the tree will speak for you.